Today, I'm gonna be building a base for the deer in 99 Nights in the Forest. Now, you might be wondering how I'm gonna do this, and it does sound a little bit crazy, but I promise it is possible because what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna build a base specifically with the deer's needs in mind. And then, once we're at a good enough point, what we can do is just let the fire run out, run all the way down on fuel, and then the deer can actually come inside the base, which will allow us to have a deer base. So for right now, we just have to prepare, and then in the end, we'll see if this base actually works nicely for the deer and if I'm gonna die trying to show it to him. So we're gonna start out by, actually, should we get the first 4 kids? I don't know if that's a smart idea. They'd probably die if this were realistic. So yeah, I think we're gonna skip out on the kids and we're gonna build the nicest base for this deer. And because I'm playing the decorator class right now, we spawn in with a hammer, but we also get cheaper furniture and more of it. And speaking of furniture, I don't know if you've seen it, but I definitely have. The next update is called the decorations update, where they're adding so much more furniture, or at least that's what it seems like. I know they're adding at least a little bit more, and they're even gonna give the furniture trader more stuff per time he comes by. So I'm gonna have a field day with this update. We are gonna build the most scrumptious, delectable, delightful bases on the entire planet. So right now we got our fire level 3, which means we can go get the first kid, but we're not. Instead, let's just get some loot, try to get our fire up, and also get a lot of coins, because the more coins we have, the better we'll be for when the furniture trader comes by. Alright, this will be fire level 4. We got the bunny foot. We also have the deer checking out his base. Sir, I would like, please don't come back at day 99, and this base will be nice and ready for you. Why are you? I'm not that ugly. Alright, there we go. Got the wolf pelt by taking out these wolves, which means we'll be good to get the good sack and the good axe on day 2. We just need to find a way to get a lot of furniture coins right now. I don't think the stronghold's a viable option just yet, because it does take a while for it to open. I actually have an idea. We want to get the 4 beds to put them all together in a very, very long bed, which hopefully will be big enough for the deer. I think that'll work. Okay, so far we have 25 coins. We have a bunch of stuff in our sack, and I did just find the stronghold. We also got some armor. We'll take that. And the stronghold opens in 9 minutes 30 seconds. So I'm gonna set a timer on my phone, and when that timer goes off, we'll know to come back to the stronghold and get a ton of coins. I'm not sure if the furniture trader comes before the stronghold opens, but either way, I'm gonna look for some coins right now. I want to make this base very nice for the deer. It's the least I could do after he's tried to murder me all these days. I just really gotta make sure I don't disappoint him. Don't want to let him down, all that stuff. All right, we're getting raided tonight. I have 75, now 80 coins. That should be enough to buy everything the furniture trader has if he has a normal amount of stuff. I'm also about to die, so I'm heading back to the base. Oh wait, I also forgot. During these raids, you get coins from the cultists. So we got 5 more. We have 85. That should definitely be enough. All right, today the furniture trader's in town, and he's not too far from the stronghold. So we're gonna go hit him up, and if he has some more stuff that we can't afford yet, we'll just go to the stronghold really fast and get the extra that we need. But we got some coins right here. All right, let's see. So these 3 on the right, I don't have to worry about them because they're always gonna be there. I can get the signpost, log benches, tables, chairs, amaryllis, and a fairy light arch, and also all these things on the right here. And my timer did just go off. So the stronghold's open, and we got every single piece of furniture with 13 coins left over. So it is a good thing that we're playing the decorator, because we get more furniture and it's cheaper. Wait, I actually just realized, if I want to take out the stronghold, I need a weapon first. I don't actually have a spear yet, so I'm gonna try to go find one. I think I see an oil barrel. Yeah, there's an oil barrel and a fuel canister in the background here. I'm gonna go get those, but also I'm still gonna look for a spear, because if we can have that, we can easily take out the entire stronghold. Or maybe not easily, but we can. Trying to think of other ideas we could add to this deer base just to make it super nice. Trying to think what the deer likes other than murdering me, because that is not going to be an option here. Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll be nice. At the very end, maybe I will let the deer murder me and eat me to death. There we go. We got a rifle. That'll help us, but I still do want a spear. There we go. Okay, we got our spear. So now I'm going to drop off all my stuff at the base. We're going to go get a bunch of coins, and then we can start adding some other things to our base, like getting the beds and whatever else might be necessary for the deer. So for example, example, the radar would be pretty necessary because the deer actually graduated from Harvard, and although he's now in $2 million of student loan debt and will be in crippling debt for the rest of his life, and his sons will inherit all of that, I do think it'd be nice to have a radar for him in case he wants to talk to the US government about any military actions that he wants to take. All right, so we have our furniture right there. Now we need to start thinking about our base. We have max level fire. Do we want to use log walls? I think that would be the most efficient way to build this, and we want to make it big because we want to have a lot of things for the deer. So in order to get a ton of wood, I'm not playing the lumberjack, so it's going to be a little difficult, but for now we're going to go get our coins in advance at the stronghold, and then we're just going to get a bunch of trees and saplings and all that, plant them all around the base, try to get as much wood as possible to build our wall, and then from there we need to pick up other pieces of furniture like this hoop right here. And with these other pieces of furniture, that'll actually make the base look a lot nicer without having to spend too many more coins, and we get the furniture faster because the furniture trader always has a limited stock. And what I'm really hoping for, there's two mythic pieces of furniture, the fountain and the deer trophy, and I'm actually not sure, maybe there is a third one, I don't know, but so far I know of two, and I want the deer trophy. I think that'd be really cool to have it for the deer's base. All right, I'm almost dead, so I'm gonna stay inside of the stronghold a little bit longer to regain my health, but we now have 93 coins, bunch of scrap, gem of the forest fragment. Maybe we'll even build something cool for the deer, but I don't know if we'll have the time to get enough forest fragments for that. Now I'm honestly open. Attack dual shotgun would be good, or the chainsaw would be great. Okay, kunai isn't bad. You could always use those for tough situations. All right, so now we got a bunch of scrap. We have a bunch of coins. I might get a little bit more from somewhere else, but we're gonna focus on getting our wood up, and then we can finally get our beds. The old bed being 20 wood is a little costly. I was kind of hoping they'd bring that down to maybe 10, just because it is the first bed, but usually on all of my runs I get the regular bed before the old bed, so maybe they'll change it in a future update, but we'll see. Maybe even the decorations update, because the bed could technically be furniture. I mean, it is, so we'll see. All right, we got about 100 wood, 70 scrap. I can get crafting bench level 4. I can get the giant bed, and I believe all the other beds, maybe I'll need a little bit more wood, but with that we can get the 4 beds for the deer. We're not going to place them all down yet. We're just going to be building up what we have, getting more furniture, and then we'll place it all down when we're ready. But for now, this is really good. We got a raid, which will give me a bunch more furniture coins. Wait, what in the world? I just heard the furniture trader, but I don't even see him. Wait. Okay, this is not... Wait, that's not... Hold up. Did they... I think they might have changed that. I've never not been able to see where the furniture trader is, but now I genuinely don't see him. Is he hiding somewhere behind these... I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna try to walk around the places I haven't been yet, but that's not... If I don't find him by the end of the day, I only have 2 minutes to find him. Okay, there he is. I found him very fast. He's right here. That was really good, but that's not good that he's hidden on the map now. I don't even see him at all. I'm literally right next to him. I hope that's a glitch. Let's see if I close it. Okay, yeah, I still don't see him. I hope that's a glitch. Not sure though. All right, we got purple signpost, bluebells, 4 chairs. That's nice. 3 curved hedgerows, bookshelf, and a nightstand. And we have 6. All right, can you not? Sir, I'm being murdered by a wolf under your carriage. I'm literally gonna... I can't get out of this. I'm actually... Yo, wait, hold up, bro. Let me go. Okay. I was spamming my space bar, bro. He just wouldn't let me out. I actually gotta be careful now. I'm gonna die. Okay, let me grab some furniture with my hammer. We're gonna get this table right here. We're gonna have to just keep finding as much furniture and not be anywhere near the underneath of this horse's carriage, because that is certain death. So let's see. I'm wondering where we could go to get stuff. There are the houses, but there's not too much in there. Maybe though I could get a bunch of tables and build just an absolutely gargantuan table for the deer. Our furniture stack is also getting up there pretty fast. He's only come by twice and we have this much furniture. Okay, we got 121 wood now. It should definitely be enough for all that we need. We have all 4 beds. We can even get the oil drill when we have more scrap. We will be wanting to use that, but for now let me place these beds off to the side, and we will need a lot more wood for the walls we're gonna build. All right, got the oil drill. We'll put this right here for now. We can always move it. Still have a ton of furniture. We even have a lot of heals, so let me pick up a few of these just in case. And I still need a lot more wood. I don't have too many trees, so I'm just gonna keep doing that. This is a little bit of a grind, but I think it'll definitely be worth it in the end. All right, today furniture trader's back. We have some cultists at our base, but I think I have enough coins to get whatever I need. I'm really hoping for the deer trophy. That's the one thing that I would think would make this base perfect. Just a nice deer trophy, maybe at the door of the base when you come in, but we'll think about it. Okay, nothing yet. We did get colorful fairy lights double double, 5 hedgerows, 2 curved ones, camping chairs, and trellises. Not bad, and we still have 46 coins. Okay, here we go. I was looking for a strong axe, found a mythic chest, and this is actually a chainsaw chest. And the reason I knew that is because I do that almost every single time, and I'm eventually bound to be right. Well, I found my strong axe, but we can just put this thing aside nicely in a nice spot where it'll be tucked away. Alright, so with this chainsaw, this will be a lot easier, not only in chopping down the trees we already have here, but also in getting more saplings from the big trees that are right next to my base. So we're gonna get a lot more progress faster, and to be honest, we're getting kind of close to starting to be able to build the base. Alright, so far we're doing great. We have 300 wood and 100 scrap. That took me quite a while, but now I think we're gonna be good to build at least half of the wall, maybe more, and we have a lot of saplings about to grow as well. So let's see what we can do with all this. And once this is done, once the wall is done, then we're gonna be able to speed up with all the furniture and everything else. So just gonna follow the level 6 fire line, see what we can do. Alright, we have about 75%, maybe 65% of it done so far. So when these grow, we'll probably be pretty close. We'll just let these trees do the rest of the work. And while we wait for that, let's actually fill this base out with things that are gonna be nice for the deer. So for the furniture, we're gonna have to sort all of this, which is gonna take some time, but it's gonna be worth it. If you don't sort the furniture, it's a little bit harder to know what you got. I think I just heard the furniture trader, but again, I don't see him on the map. I'm gonna have to go searching for him and hope that I find him as easy as I found him last time. I don't know how far out he usually is. It's usually not too far though. Like he'd be around this distance. So if I just circle the map at this distance, I should be able to find him. That or I'm literally hearing things, and that would not be good. I'd probably have to go take a 24-hour nap. Okay, I might have genuinely just been hearing things because I don't see the furniture trader anywhere. Yeah, okay, this is a sign I've been playing this game too much. No, wait, no, I'm not crazy. I knew I wasn't crazy. I didn't say anything about that. Okay, he's right here. I literally went the opposite direction. Buy it. I'm just buying everything. He's gonna disappear soon. Just buy everything. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, all the stock. Great. We have 9 seconds left for that. Okay, I knew I wasn't going crazy, all right? I literally started right there and he spawned right here. I went all the way around, and there's the deer. Hello, sir. All right, now let's organize all the stuff we just got. We did get 4 fairy light doubles. That's kind of crazy. And now it's all sorted. We did have our wood grow as well, so see if we can close off this wall. All right, and with this, we'll have completed the wall for the base. Now I do want a door, and the doors are always best on this side or on this side. I don't like this side because of the missing kid board, and I don't like this side because whenever you come in, you're facing the back of the crafting bench. It just looks like you're coming in through like some kind of back entrance. But because the deer during the raids always shows up right here on this side, this is where we're gonna have the... Alright, well, I have the worst possible rock spawn right here, but maybe, just maybe we can make this work. We'll see. For now though, let me pick up all the trees that I have, and we're gonna plant them just in case I might need some more wood right back here. Now, although it's not the nicest, technically, because I had to build a little indent right here because of the lake, this base, in reality, is one big heart. It is just the ugliest looking heart you'll ever see in your entire life. Now we gotta figure out what do we want to do with this furniture. Even now, it's kind of hard to plan a different base each time, but now they're adding even more furniture. That's gonna be really hard to make it as good as possible, but maybe easier to plan it out from the beginning. So actually, what I'm gonna do is go out, get a little bit of more furniture. I'm gonna just dedicate this entire day to getting more furniture, using my hammer, and then we'll start placing. All right, we can get the chairs or the pews from this church and use it for a better purpose than idol worship, and maybe we can figure out something to do with these for the deer. I'm not sure yet, but it's always good to have more furniture. All right, I am about to currently die. I have the entire Charmin Ultra Soft family following after me. I don't want any samples. I'm okay. All right, so now it's the next day. We got some pews. We're just gonna settle with what we have for right now and build the best deer base. We gotta figure out what does the deer want, and I know I'm only on day 20, but I haven't even gotten a bed or a kid yet. So the first thing, actually, the deer is huge. He's massive, so we need a lot of food for him. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna chop down all of these trees and build a very big farm, and also a food pile for him to eat from, because he does not know how to farm. He only knows how to eat and kill things. All right, I think this back area here, we're gonna have this be dedicated for the farm, just because he's gonna need a lot of food. He does eat a lot, or at least he tries to eat me like he's dying every day. But actually, hold up, this might be a better thing to build first. His bedroom, where we'll use the beds, and we'll actually put them back here. So we'll start with this one, then the regular bed. Oh, I have a genius idea. Hold up. I have a genius idea. All right, put this bed right here, and then this bed right here, because, and this is a genius move, he's so tall and so big that this will be a leg rest for his bed. Look at those legs. It's half of his, maybe more than half of his body. So not only does he have a long bed, but he has a leg beds. Very nice. Now we gotta add some other things. So we have a bookshelf, a nightstand, another bookshelf, and another nightstand that's just called something else. So maybe we can make this pretty nice. We could give him 2 bookshelves at the back of his bed for a really giant headboard. That looks very nice. Actually, that's lopsided. Hold up, let me fix that. All right, there we go. All right, I don't think there's anything else we can add, or at least should add, to the bedroom. So it seems like we're good there. So now we can focus on building the farm. Now that he has a place to sleep, it's gonna be very nice. All right, so we're gonna build this farm, and to do that, let me drop off all the stews I have blocking up my inventory. Let me pick up my farm plots and build some more. And I actually have a genius idea. Here's what we're gonna do. It's not gonna be anything too crazy, but it's gonna be something crazy enough for the deer. All right, we have 2 extra farm plots, but we're gonna leave that out just for the sake of the base looking a little nicer. Got a nice rectangular farm right here. But now we want to use our hedgerow curved, our regular hedgerows, and even our mossy trellises. Now the hedgerow curved, we already know where we're gonna put those, on each of the corners. And then I want to have a door right here. So we'll put a hedgerow right here, trying to connect. Actually, you know what? Let's have the hedgerows be back here. We don't have enough hedgerows for everything, so we're gonna put them back here. All right, here's what we got so far. I do have some more mossy trellises, and we haven't finished the outline just yet. But maybe if the furniture trader comes back, we'll be able to finish that. But the more important thing is that we're gonna build 3 wood rain storages, and off to the side of his bedroom, or right behind it really, we're gonna put them in a shape like this. And here is gonna be his midnight snack pile. We're gonna get a ton of food, like an absolute insane amount of food, and put it all back there. Now for myself, we're just gonna keep some barrels and a crock pot off to the side, but mainly this is gonna be for the gargantuan pile of food that the deer is gonna eat. Let me also move the oil drill because it is a little bit in the way. We'll put this right here because who doesn't love the sound of oil drilling right next to your bedroom? I think it's very soothing. And now we got to figure out what else we're gonna do. We have log benches, so we're gonna actually put them right here as armrests for his bed. There we go. That looks very nice. I feel like I would sleep here. It's just that the fact that this headboard is gonna break my back in 7 pieces. Take one of our signposts here. I think we have the green one. Yeah, we do. And we'll place this outside of the farm like always. Green means farm because it's quite green. Now we gotta figure out, what do I want to do with all these seats? It's a ton of seats. You know what? I actually have a genius idea that I don't think a single YouTuber has ever done. So let me build this real quick and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And with this, we have a seat not for the deer, not for even me, not for any customers, not for the cultists who are basically my customers every time I have a restaurant base or anything like that. But this is the seat, or the seating area, for you. I have forgotten about the fact that all of you guys watch my videos, so you guys need some seats. Now, the pelt trader might be staring at you through a crack of some wooden boards, but you just ignore that and sit down. Why not watch and enjoy the base building right here with me? Now, we actually have a bunch of food right here, so let me pick up as much of it as I can, and we'll put it off to the side for the deer. All right, now we gotta figure out what else do we want to do. We have some very expensive items right here. Icy throne, Kevin himself, a fish bowl, and a hoop. So now what I'm thinking, and every bedroom needs this, is a little basketball hoop for you to just throw around. Usually it's on the back of a doorway or something, but hey, if the deer so chooses to shoot a basketball from his $30,000 bed, he can. Now the hoop costs $5, but the bed is quite luxurious. Actually, you know what? You'd have to pay me to take this thing. It looks like you'd get some kind of disease if you cut yourself on it. All right, now we gotta think about Kevin. Now Kevin is gonna have to be my bodyguard for this video because there's no way I'm taking on the deer myself. That would be pure insanity. But Kevin can take out the deer with literally his twig. Not a finger, definitely not fingers, but his twig. So Kevin is gonna be standing here on guard at all times just to verify certify that I won't die. He'll be my bodyguard. He'll 100% make sure I stay safe. And he's even going to be sitting down in his icy throne or sitting on the edge of it because he's just so ready. He's so ready for it. The deer comes by. He will stand up and just destroy anyone and anything. And yeah, Kevin, you got this, man. Just don't let me die. But Kevin always needs his pet sidekick, Nemo, because when you find the Nemo, yeah, so let's actually figure out the rest of his base. So I have a bunch of signposts, but I don't have any kids yet. And I also haven't gotten the kids in the game. I should have reworded that. So I'm not sure what we should do with these just yet. Maybe we could put them on the edges of the seating area here. And that way, whatever color you like, you can sit next to. You like red, sit next to red, purple, or yellow, or no color. Or actually, no. If you like Kevin, you're going to sit right here. So, I mean, everyone's going to be sitting right here. I don't think anybody will be sitting anywhere else. So far, this base is looking really nice. We have a little bit of an open area right here, so maybe we could fix that and make this into a living room. So let me grab all the seats. Actually, wait, hold on, I am being dumb. We're gonna turn that into a dining area. So let me grab all my tables, let me grab all my chairs. Thin table right there, thin table right here. Can put a round table kind of on the side right here, another round table on the side. This actually doesn't look bad. It looks like a little bumblebee. And we have another table, could put it here, or maybe we'll have it over here for when I want to cook stuff. We could put some stew right here. Actually, let me do that. I'm gonna put one stew right on top. So now for the chairs, we're not putting chairs all around. No, we are gonna make one gargantuan 4-long chair, and hopefully this chair will be big enough for the deer to sit on and he can enjoy his feast. So let me give him 3 stews. Probably not enough. We're gonna have to make some more, but for now we're just gonna put 3 on this table, maybe more later. All right, furniture trader is back. You know exactly where we're gonna go, and I still can't see where he's at. That is not good. There he is. Okay, wasn't as hard to find as last time, but it is a little frustrating how you have to go find them. Okay, got some blue pillows, another nightstand, another table, blue camping chairs, and some fences. So we can actually use these fences to finish out the farm, or at least to get closer to finishing it out. All right, this is a genius idea. We have claw rests. Think about it. His claws are huge. Now he can rest his arms, his claws, his feet, and even his entire body on this very nice, very expensive bed. Only $35,000. We actually do have financing options. It'll be 84 years, 13% a week with $0 down. So now focus on that $0 down. I want you to only focus on that $0 down. Don't do the math on anything else. And we are going to get you in this very nice bed so you can impress other people who you don't really know. Now, the deer, I think that'd be a great option. I'm totally not trying to absolutely financially ruin the deer or anything like that. Now we have a bunch of flowers. We have amaryllises and bluebells. We're going to give the flowers to you. We're going to make the seating area look just a little bit nicer. We can even put them behind a little bit. And there we go. Now you guys have a slightly better aroma while watching me build this base. All right, now we have a bunch of camping chairs. I'm not sure exactly what we can do with that. So we're going to add it around the campfire. But now let me move around some stuff too. The oil drill is kind of in the way, so we're going to pick that up. And because you can place it anywhere, we might as well just do exactly that. All right, we'll put it right here. That way all the oil goes in the lake and we can collect it whenever we need it. Look at this. It's perfect. The deer's looking directly into Kevin's soul. And the only reason the deer is not entering the base, and I promise I'm not lying here, not at all, nope, not even once, is because Kevin is right here blocking the deer from getting in. That is just absolutely amazing. Kevin is totally worth the $25,000 a second price that he charges. It's amazing to see what kind of bodyguard you can get at such a cheap price like that. Now let me also pick up our boost pad and then the biofuel. Biofuel, we won't need that for right now. We got oil barrels coming in. We'll put the boost pad right behind Kevin just in case Kevin needs to be moving extra quick, and also we can use it whenever we leave the base. And then we'll put the rest of these camping chairs all around the fire. All right, now let's just place down the last bit of our fairy lights. So maybe we can have an arch out front. Actually, I don't even know if, okay, I do have an arch, but it doesn't go on the rug. Interesting. So let me see if I can find maybe right here, the delightful midnight snack place. I mean, this looks like a very nice snack, maybe like 50 calories or something, like maybe 45 if it's a healthy version, you know, that low calorie option. But for the rest of the lights, I have no idea where we could put those. Maybe around the farm, just like that. Actually, you know what? This actually looked pretty cool. We'll do that around the farm. All right, you know what? That actually does look nice. It adds a little bit to the farm, and you can walk straight through the lights, making easy to access. That's actually really nice. All right, this is good enough for the deer. This is a nice average afternoon snack. So he's got his afternoon snack and his midnight snack. Now for the actual meal, I don't think I have enough to feed him. I don't think there's enough food on the planet to feed him, but so far we're doing pretty good. So now let's take all of our excess furniture and we'll put it somewhere else. All right, the base is officially done. I'm gonna give you the tour, but then after that, we're gonna test it out by letting the fire run all the way down to 0, which is actually gonna take quite a while. So I'm just gonna edit this video while I wait for that. Okay, blizzard, that'll actually help. But let's do the base tour. All right, coming in, we have a nice orange rug for you to wipe off your feet. And if you have absolutely giant feet, we have enough room for you. That's exactly why I put this here, and I didn't just make that up. Then, if you're, as long as you're a good guy, you're not the deer, Kevin right here will let you ride in. But otherwise, he is actually our in-house bodyguard with his pet Finding Nemo. He's got the boost pad back here to be faster, and on the sides of the entrance, we have your seats where you can watch me build this base, as you are just as much a part of it as I am, because I wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for all of you that watch these videos. We also have here the Leaning Tower of Oil. I don't know why I did this, but pretty cool. Now over here is where we have our deer-centered stuff. Right here, we have his afternoon snack table that hopefully he'll be able to sit down on. Then right here, we have his midnight snack area. He'll probably eat this within 3 seconds. Right next to his bedroom, which is very nice. He's got an extra long bed, a giant bed, and a good bed, as well as feet beds with the old bed and regular bed, armrest, claw rests with the pillows, 2 bookshelves, nightstands, and lastly a basketball hoop that is worth like $3 on Craigslist. Which reminds me, I forgot to put this basketball down, so if he wants to, we could use it. There we go. Now coming over here, we have the place where we actually have to feed the deer, where we have to have an industrial sized farm. I had to get 3 permits from the government just to build this, just so we could feed him once for his afternoon and midnight snack. We got lights, hedgerows, trellises, everything you need. And over here we have my eating area, which is not 7 million calories, but we have 2 stews, some red bean bags if you just want to chill, and the crock pot. Now in the center we have a bunch of camping chairs around the campfire if you want to sit around. But you might be wondering, what is this teleporter for? This looks pretty weird. Well, I will be showing you as soon as we test out this base on the deer. So I'm gonna edit this video, and while I do that, we'll be waiting for the fire to go down all the way to 0. You know what? I'm actually running pretty low on hunger, so I'm gonna eat one of the deer's midnight snacks. I don't think you'll notice. 7 million to 6.9 million calories. It's not that bad. All right. It's been a very long time to get this fire down. I accidentally put some stuff in it like cultists from raids, which made it a little bit longer, but now we have a blizzard and the fire is almost out. Now, I don't know if we'll be able to get the deer inside the base tonight, but maybe we will. We will have to see. So I have 2 bandages and a med kit. I have enough food, and actually it did go out. The deer is here today, and he's hitting me already. That is quite rude, my good sir. So we'll use our flashlight to guide him along the base, as that is a very nice thing to do. Sir, would you like a snack? We have your afternoon snack. All right, you are not invited. Alpha Wolf, you're not invited here. I'm gonna have to like flashlight him, switch, rifle, bang, keep moving, hit a med kit real quick, make sure I flashlight him, can't get hit, rifle, boom. Feel like I'm a pro gamer right now trying to tackle all these things at the same... And he disappeared. Okay, well, when you come back tomorrow, I will show you the base. Just don't invite your friends this time. That's kind of rude. We're getting raided tonight, but if I stay on top of the basketball hoop, I wonder if the deer will be able to hit me. Maybe we'll be able to just shoot down at the raiders. So the deer's gonna spawn immediately. I don't think he can hit me, or at least he didn't even try. Now, while the raid's going on, he shouldn't be trying to kill me. He should be spawning by the door. And actually, from up here, he can't hit me, so that's good. He can get a nice feel for the bed right now, and then later when the raid is done, then he can figure out all of how he wants to lay on the bed. Now I gotta quickly take out these raiders because I want to have tonight be showing the deer his nice new home. All right, we're back to it. The deer is here. I'm so glad you are here for your base tour, and I'm also glad that you're slightly immune to my light right now. Please do not be immune to my light. Okay, look. This is where I made your food. It's a nice farm. That's that. Here's where I eat my food. I know you don't care about me. You kind of want to eat me right now. Let me take care of this wolf real quick. I'm out of ammo. That's great. I'm dead. I'm just dead. You know what? All right, here's your bed. The wolf, you know what? Your dog's gonna be sleeping in the bed with you because he won't leave me alone. I'm assuming he won't leave you either. So there's your bed. That's nice. Basketball hoop if you like. I don't know if you're I ran out of battery. This great. Well, time to use my emergency teleporter. Oh, great. You can teleport too. Well, this sucks. Well, now you guys know what the teleporter is used for. And it didn't work. It was the most useless thing in the entire... how are you not faster than me, my good man? How are you just managing to barely keep... Am I faster than a hungry... What are you... Dude, come on. I'm not that fast. What in the world is happening? Is he slower than me on purpose? Is that a thing? What? I'm afraid to not run as diagonally as I am. What in the world is happening here? Is he just not allowed to hit me? Is it not hit Alex day? Yo, this is amazing. Sir, all right, we're gonna show you the Hey, look at that. Kevin did his job. Kevin actually did his job. Good job, Kevin. You scared the deer away. Totally not the daytime, but that was amazing. All right, Kevin, you are getting a raise to $50,000 every half second. But that is it from me. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and click on this video right here if you want to go see a video where I'm going to be posting compilations of a lot of my videos.